folks, open your ears and listen to this slow, sharp-edged combustion beat. This is not normal mechanical sound at all. This is a measurement of how metallurgy history punches back and how stubborn toughness gets recorded in iron. We are standing in front of solid cast iron and steel blocks that have been wrung under continuous load for 70 years. And we still do not know what a cracked crankcase feels like. From the Bessemer FC giant that once hammered pressure and ruled the Pennsylvania oil fields, to the Hundestead engines, grim and silent, forcing load and driving through icy Baltic swells. Welcome back to the engine history. Today, we push the glossy modern machines to the side. We are crawling straight into an engine bay soaked in dust, soot, and grease. We are going to check clearances from an era where reliability was locked in by thick cast walls and the brutal inertia of massive twin flywheels. Get ready. We are about to tear down and light off some of the most savage steel legacies out there. Take a hard look at the 30 horsepower Bessemer FC block. This casting never cared about chasing RPM or winning a speed race. It was built to crush harsh reality. Built in 1899, this Bessemer shattered the rule book by swallowing raw gas straight from the oil well, the dirty fuel most people threw away. Its stubborn toughness is so brutal that plenty of these units were still pounding load hard even after 75 years of weather and work. If you love watching the raw muscle of original cast iron design and want the team to preserve teardown and load test specs, hit subscribe to the Engine History. Your follow is the highest pressure oil film we can ask for, the fuel that lets the team hunt these heritage blocks and haul them back to the shop for testing. Now step closer to the test stand and feel the heat radiation rolling off a hot head combustion cover.
Henry and Pat started it.
In the inland marine mechanical arena, Hundestead of Denmark is a load-swallowing monster. Take a close look at Type EL, serial 1329. This is a semi-diesel configuration, a brutal hinge point between steam-era thinking and modern diesel compression ignition. The hardest-hitting detail is the hothead, hot bulb cylinder head. No spark plugs, no high-pressure injector system. To start it, the mechanic has to clamp a gasoline blowtorch on the bulb and heat it until it glows, then swing the flywheel and force ignition. The stink of half-burned diesel mixes with salty cooling water and creates that harsh chemical smell you only get in a hand-built shipyard shop. With a huge 300mm piston, every expansion udar is a brutal hit that hammers the crankshaft with peak torque, enough to push heavy fishing boats through hard seas. Pull the test stand away from the sea and back onto dry land, and we run into a Deutz MAH pounding agricultural load. This MAH 914, cast in 1958, is a precise yardstick for German mechanical metallurgy. Even when ambient temperature drops into freezing conditions, it still bites into a hard, cold start thanks to correctly set auxiliary priming injection nozzles held to tight tolerances. Watch the flat belt as it stretches under tension, twisting power into the Kramer mill shaft that crushes coarse grain into feed. The layout is extreme minimalism. One horizontal cylinder. An open evaporative water cooling system is exposed to the air. No radiator, no fussy circulation pump assembly. Every welded and machined detail aims straight at one target. Endless fatigue resistance with no quit point. When the mechanic pulls the fuel shutoff, the exhaust rhythm thins out and finally dies. But the solid cast flywheel keeps coasting for minutes, carried by violent centrifugal inertia. Silence takes over the foundry floor. Yet the heavy heat radiation off the cylinder walls and the burnt oil stink still hang in the air, sealing the load specs we just watched in real time. These machines may look outdated to engineers who live inside modern control boards. On the engine history test stand, they are the yardsticks of unmatched strength. Thanks for holding position with the team in smoke, grit, and heat to measure today's lineup. From a teardown mechanic's point of view, what do you respect more? Bessemer's raw gas eats stubborn toughness, or Hundested's inland marine twisting pressure and torque? Drop your readout in the comments so the shop crew can dig into it. Hit like if you want to keep watching these one-piece cast iron blocks get measured the hard way. See you next time for another load test and another hard RPM squeeze.